Good morning, degenerates, and welcome to another episode of Boring Crypto IO, place where I read you the boring crypto news every morning, Monday through Friday, just so you don't have to. My name is Not Important LFG. Coinbase faces suit over alleged privacy violations in biometrics collection. Microstrategy Bitcoin conviction strong as it posts Q1 profits, which I'm hearing that they're actually not looking good. They might actually have to sell some of their Bitcoin to pay some of their loans. Excuse me. We'll see what happens there. Second biggest US bank failure. 5 things to know in Bitcoin this week. First Republic Bank went down, in case y'all didn't know, since I've been gone. And last but not least, Ripple versus SEC court update. Undisclosed meeting next week? Question mark. To the market. Market cap currently sitting at $1.164 trillion. Bitcoin dominance 46.7%. ETH dominance 19%. And a whopping 61 Gwei will get you an ETH transaction. Gwei's up. I don't know what's going on right now. Everybody's trying to buy Pepe, I guess, huh? Looking at the market, we're kind of sitting stagnant based off of the pullback we had yesterday or the day before. I don't remember. Yesterday was my birthday. It's kind of a blur. Just throwing that out there. Not going to spend too much time on this. Crow looking good, 10, 11% in the week, 3% on the day. Yeah, not too much going on. All right, on the Bitcoin. All right, Bitcoin on the 4-hour. I have this pulled up and extended for a reason. Again, we're not going to spend too much time on the chart today. Also, this is disclaimer. You guys know I say this every time I do a show. This is not a trading channel. I'm not a good trader. Don't pay attention to me. I'm just some random dude in a room doing YouTube videos. On top of that, this is not financial advice, nor am I a financial advisor. If you are trading crypto, trade at your own risk. It is heavy volatile. You could lose everything. It is risky. With that being said, looking at Bitcoin, what do we see here? The reality is this looks like sideways movement, right? This looks like consolidation. I know we're having these big swings, but these big swings are matched by these big lows and these bounces off of around generally these same levels. Okay, even going back all the way to when we broke above this 27.3 level, March 17th. All right. Again, swing highs, swing lows, swing highs, swing lows. In my honest opinion, as volatile as this seems, if you back out, guys, let's look at it on the 12. Stretch this out. This is ranging. And I know it's a big range. From 27.3, let's just go all the way to the bottom before this, or after this giant candle right here. Let's call it 27. 27.30. 27.30. That is our range right now. Even backing out even more, let's look at it on the daily. This is just now the concern here, especially on the daily, is that you're seeing lower highs. You're not seeing lower lows, but we're seeing lower highs here. But I know everybody's like people's emotions right now they're bullish. We hit 30, then they go bearish, then we hit 27, then they go bullish when it takes off again. I gotta be honest, this just looks like accumulation or consolidation, excuse me. And just ranging. So until we break past, I would say 32, 31.79, getting around to that 33, I'm not expecting too much. And yes, there's still a huge potential we can go down to 25, especially because of this low volume area right here with this giant candle. Outside of that, though, guys, I know they're huge swings, but it just looks like regular price action based on buying and selling in the market. We do have, I think, tomorrow, FOMC meeting. When is the FOMC meeting? Huh. I have to do, when is, let me look. Give me just a second, guys. I'll have to do some research to figure out when the next FOMC meeting is. That's the next time I expect some volatility. Outside of that, we are ranging, in my opinion. Again, none of my levels have changed. My big major levels, my 27.3, 27, nice psychological, 25, and then back up to 30 to 31, 32, up to 33. Watch these levels, guys. That's what I'm looking at. All right, on to the news. Coinbase faces suit over alleged privacy violations in biometric collection. The proposed class action lawsuit alleges the exchange violated privacy laws in Illinois when it collected and stored users' fingerprints and facial scans. Coinbase violated biometric privacy laws in Illinois through its collection and storage of customer fingerprints and facial templates. And proposed class action lawsuit alleges a May 1st filing, my birthday, in a California district court by a Coinbase user claimed the exchange's requirements that a customer uploads pictures of valid ID and a self-portrait in order for the firm to conduct Know Your Customer checks is violating certain provisions of Illinois Biometric Information Privacy Act, the BIPA. The lawsuit argues BIPA required Coinbase to gain permission from users when collecting their biometrics. Coinbase needed to also provide the purpose for collecting such data, how long it would be stored, how it be used, and how Coinbase would permanently destroy it. Coinbase had no written policy made available to the public establishing a retention schedule and guidelines for permanently destroying biometric information, the suit argued. There's your suit. I am not going to read that. In a similar process used by other exchanges, the suit says Coinbase scans the photographs and creates biometric template of a user's face. It uses the information to confirm a match between self-portrait and face on the supplied ID. Thousands of highly detailed geometric maps of the face and fingerprints from the Illinois residents are claimed to have been illegally collected and stored by the exchange. Biometric authentication, such as fingerprints or face scan, is also used on Coinbase's mobile app to verify the user when logging into their account. The suit states, it was alleged Coinbase's collection, obtainment, storage, and use of such data is unlawful and exposes users to serious and irreversible privacy risks. Quote unquote, if Coinbase's database containing facial geometry scans or other sensitive proprietary biometric data is hacked, breached, or otherwise exposed, Coinbase users have no means by which to prevent identity theft. It's a fair argument. The filing asserted that Coinbase should have permanently destroyed biometric data after a user opened a Coinbase account and such information was used for the sole purpose of opening the account. The suit is seeking damages of $5,000 per intentional BIPA violation or $1,000 if the court finds the alleged violations were not willful, along with paying the attorney fees and court costs of the class action. Cointelegraph contacted Coinbase for a comment but did not receive a response by publication. Interesting. I haven't done that stuff with them. I've uploaded my ID. I haven't done the fingerprint, so let me know what you guys think. Comments down below. Next, Microstrategy Bitcoin conviction strong as it posts Q1 profit, which is interesting because I heard today that they're, like I said, that they might have to sell to pay their loans for buying the Bitcoin. I don't know anymore. Moving on. A one-time income tax benefit helped the firm reach a profit of $94 million in the first quarter of 2023. Business intelligence platform Microstrategy has reiterated its commitment to its Bitcoin investment strategy after turning its first quarterly profit since 2020. The Michael Saylor founded firm went back into the green in the first quarter of 2023 with a profit of $94 million, which was largely attributed to a one-time income tax benefit of $453.2 million. In addition to the tax benefit, the firm cashed in $121.9 million in revenue, up 2.2% from the same time last year. Fong Li, the firm's CEO, explained in the May 1st statement that MicroStrategy's conviction in its Bitcoin investment strategy is as strong as ever. The conviction in our Bitcoin strategy remains as strong as digital asset environment continues to mature. We remain disciplined on costs while investing in growth, and we will continue to execute our dual strategy of growing our business intelligence software business and acquiring Bitcoin for the future, he added. Lee also stressed that its core business is not impacted by short-term short-term price fluctuations in Bitcoin. Michael Saylor talking more about Bitcoin and their strategy, etc., on Twitter. Saylor, who serves as MicroStrategy's chairman, attributed the successful quarter to sharp execution in the firm's core business model and its Bitcoin investment thesis, which he described as the right strategy, adding, "So ultimately, it's not easy to see what better strategy there might be, and so we are strong proponents of a Bitcoin strategy. And as you can see from the chart, simply acquiring and holding Bitcoin in a prudent fashion is a pretty good way to outperform the market." The Bitcoin advocate predicted that investors will soon exit their positions on crypto assets that are quote unquote under the microscope in the regulatory environment, which in turn will flow into Bitcoin. We'll see. MicroStrategy Chief Financial Officer Andrew Kang added the firm also managed to reduce its leverage by repaying its 161 million Bitcoin backed loan from the now collapsed Silvergate. Silverage? That's supposed to be Silvergate. Do these guys not proofread their shit? Clearly they don't. By retiring the debt, we also released all of the Bitcoin that were pledged as collateral securing the loan. This was an important and strategic transition for us and our liability management goals. According to previous SEC filings, the business intelligence firm bought 7,500 Bitcoin in the Q1 across two purchases on March 23rd and April 5th for a total of $179 million. The firm now holds 140,000 Bitcoin, Jesus, which were collectively purchased at an average cost of about $29,803. The firm's turn to profit comes as Bitcoin managed to raise 72% over the first quarter to about 28.3. With the price of Bitcoin at 28.1 currently, MicroStrategy is down around 5.7% on its Bitcoin investment. The firm was, however, in the green for a period of time last month when Bitcoin skyrocketed to its most recent high of $30,980 on April 15th. The software analytics firm began investing in cash reserves into Bitcoin on March 5th, 2021, when it bought 91,064 Bitcoin, 65% of its total holdings today. Saylor recently revealed that MicroStrategy integrated Bitcoin Lightning into his corporate email address. The Bitcoin savvy firm is also in the process of developing a Bitcoin Layer 2 Lightning Network-based software as a service tool for corporations. We'll see what comes out tomorrow, like I said, because the rumors I'm hearing is that now they're having to potentially sell. We'll see. Moving on. Second biggest U.S. bank failure. 5 things to know in Bitcoin this week. In case you didn't know, like I said, First Republic Bank finally went down. The failure of First Republic Bank marks a volatile beginning to a busy macroeconomic week, while Bitcoin already faces downside pressure. Bitcoin starts a new week digesting major macroeconomic news as the United States sees the second largest bank failure in its history. Wah, 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 wah. United States needs to get their shit together. After a sideways weekend, Bitcoin to USD was already volatile into the new weekly and monthly candles as the downside kicked in. After steadying below 29,000, Bitcoin price action is already facing more potential pressure, with First Republic Bank being placed in public receivership and taken over by JPMorgan Chase. The move announced during Asia trading before the Wall Street Open precedes an already heavy week in which the Federal Reserve will reveal its next interest rate shift. With much to take in, the potential for continued surprises in crypto markets is clearly evident. Cointelegraph looks at these risks and more in the weekly rundown of crypto, specifically Bitcoin price triggers. Bitcoin price volatility upends flat monthly close. Classic flash volatility accompanied Bitcoin's siege into a new weekly monthly candle. This is more just price analysis. I was hoping they were going to go more into the collapse of First Republic. This is what I want to read. JPMorgan takes over First Republic Bank in second biggest U.S. bank failure. In a strong contrast to last week, macroeconomic events will take center stage in the coming days, with the U.S. Federal Reserve meeting to decide on interest rate changes. Despite being heavily priced in the markets, the forthcoming 0.25% hike likely to be announced at the May 3rd meeting. That's the next FOMC. So it's going to be tomorrow. There we go. Now we got it. Didn't have to look it up. Awesome. The May 3rd meeting of the Federal Open Market Committee, FOMC, is still not guaranteed. The picture remains complex. The Fed is hiking rates despite increasing signs of an inbound recession. We're already in one. This is such... Ugh. Anyway, while a more pressuring danger comes in the form of the lingering bank crisis from March. As of May 1st, First Republic Bank, FRB, shares which plunged 75% in April alone, is being placed under public receivership by the U.S. Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, the FDIC. Lenders including PNC Financial Services Group, JP Morgan Chase, and Citizens Financial Group were among the bank bidding for FRB, with JP Morgan ultimately taking over. Reports previously indicated that the deal should have been completed and announced before the start of Asia trading, but this took longer, being announced at approximately 8 a.m. UTC. More market analysis. Holy crap. Yeah, guys. There's also a rumor floating around that if JP Morgan takes over First Republic Bank, they're actually breaking a rule. I forget what this rule is. Don't quote me on this. That certain banks can't hold more than 10% of depositors' money out there, or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I thought I didn't think this would be so much more price analysis as it would be just news of what's going on with First Republic. But it's just a bunch of price analysis, and that's kind of not really... I'm not a price analysis channel, guys. Sorry. That's a lot of boring stuff to read. More boring than traditional news. Outside of that, guys, moving on, I guess a Ripple update, an XRP update. Ripple versus the SEC court update. Undisclosed meeting next week? Question mark. Let's see what this is. And yet another month has gone by without a verdict in the legal battle between Ripple Labs and the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC. Although several lawyers from the XRP community had estimated the changes of a verdict by the end of April to be very high, Judge Torres, the District Court of Southern District of New York, has still not issued a ruling. Doesn't what's his nuts say May 6th? We got just a few days, guys, 4 days. But a few hours ago, a rumor now surfaced on Twitter that could imply that a decision in the legal battle between Ripple and the SEC is near. However, since this is an unconfirmed rumor from an anonymous source, it should be taken with a grain of salt, per usual. So this is a big nothing burger. We'll see how deep it goes. The Twitter account Blockchain Daily stated that Ripple and the SEC are reportedly holding an undisclosed meeting on May 8th. The speculation now circulating on Twitter is that it could be about a settlement. Wah, wah, wah. Just reported Ripple and SEC to hold an undisclosed meeting on May 8th, unconfirmed source. So that means anybody could have said it. Some little dude named Howie down the street that's 15 years old and hopped on the internet could have told him. However, XRP community attorney John E. Deaton would bet that the rumor is false. According to him, lawyers from the SEC and Ripple can meet anytime they want. I don't think they would pick a date a week from now and then leak it out, writes Deaton, who further summarizes that a settlement won't happen that way. First, Deaton believes a settlement would only come after a ruling by Judge Torres, and only if Ripple wins a big victory, allowing Gensler to save face and score a political victory through a settlement. Second, according to Deaton, the SEC would not schedule a meeting because of market manipulation allegations and risk of a leak. He believes Ripple and the SEC would just meet, which is why he makes that assumption. Why would Ripple settle after winning? According to John Deaton, under certain circumstances, if it may make sense for Ripple to enter into a settlement after a potential victory against the SEC. This would be not like 2 years ago, but would depend on the decision and whether the SEC would appeal. Ripple could also be concerned about the regulatory safety of its partners. Does Bank of America, a Ripple partner, feel comfortable with the decision, or wait to see if Judge Torres gets overturned if the SEC appeals for ruling? Remember, the SEC can file a notice of appeal and withdraw it later. The lawyer writes, in addition, Deaton thinks Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse will be happy to sign a settlement check if the SEC classifies all future sales of XRP as non-securities and does not appeal. Why? Because that would mean an immediate return of liquidity to the U.S. But a settlement would also only be necessary if Judge Torres does not already provide it in her ruling. At press time, the XRP price had not yet reached significantly to the rumor. The market does not seem to give any credibility. Yeah, we're over it, to be entirely honest. XRP changed hands for 46 cents. Yeah. Big nothing burger, guys. Well, that's what I got. We'll keep an eye on Ripple to see if any breaking news happens, if they're actually going to come to a settlement, or if XRP is going to win or lose or whatever. Outside of that, guys, that's all I got for you today. Let's look at Bitcoin. Still sitting around that 28 level. Nothing new. So, guys, per usual, if you do enjoy the content I provide here on Boring Crypto.io for you every morning, please, by all means, subscribe to the channel. Turn on the bell over here for notifications. Watch, like, and share the videos if you could, please, on all of your social platforms. And I will see you bright and early tomorrow morning. I am out of here.